Hey everybody, it's Tuesday afternoon here in Houston, Texas. I had a, well, mitzvah this morning. Um, they're getting better and better. All right. Um, okay. It's so I've been working on um, you know a PowerPoint for training for my business, and I'm looking at our tools. We have this book. It's called Saving Your Future. It's brand agnostic. They're not talking about any product at all. They're just talking about how taxes affect your money, how inflation affects your money, how uh, market volatility affects your money, right? Inflation, of course, I said that already. And then what you can do to, what's in place for you to manage that, right? And it just basically comes down to habit. So I start looking at, you know, uh, growing up on a hog farm. To this day, I know what to do to manage a hog farm. Working in a grocery store, I know exactly what to do. I can walk in any grocery store and I can start working right now. Know exactly what to do. Right, putting up stock, facing shelves, bringing in out, more product inventory, how to bag groceries. I know how to do all of that. Right. The Don't have to think about it. I know what to do. Right. And in the SEAL teams, start off, you clean out your locker, you dust, you sweep, you mop, you wax, you buff the floors, you starch your hat, you polish your boots, you polish your belt buckle, you polish your CO2 cartridge for your life jacket, you clean the actuator for your life jacket, you sharpen your K-bar and your dive knife, and you're ready to go, right? And it doesn't matter what's happening, you can handle it, right? In the mortgage business, I'm, I know how to fill out that forms, uh, and it's using the software. Um, we're looking for 660 FICO score. We're looking for um, 45% debt to income ratio. We're looking at 2 years employment history with no gaps. We're looking at, you know, I know how to read the pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns to see, what the real income is, and look at the title report, see if there's any clouds on title, looking at the appraisal, making sure, the comps are good, and all that, and we're going to get that loan funded, right? Financial strategies. What's the guy got coming in? What's he got going out? What's he spending money on? Where can we create some? How much is he saving? Where's he saving it? How much more cash flow we could free up if we change some way we do things, restructure some things, change some habits, right? And then with what that'll do in the right strategy, the right product to get him where he needs to be, so he can eventually quit working, right? And be young enough to still have quality of life, right? So then what do you do? Looking at studying the Word of God, all right? You start off reading the letter, and I hate to say this, there's deception in just the letter, right? It's not um, it's words have changed, the meanings have changed. So when you learn the real meanings, whether it's the Hebrew pictorial, symbolic language, which is going to give you multi-dimensional meanings of the words that are different than what we have in the English language. I heard somebody say the other day, the English language is the most manipulated satanic language in the world. How about that? Right? And I didn't, I'm just quoting somebody that came to realize this, right? Um, the, you know, so when you really understand, there's the Greek, which is, you know, and then the Greek was translated from Hebrew. You just start figuring it all out, and you start understanding what's really being said. It's a whole different game. It's a whole different game. So you study from somebody who knows this, who learned from somebody who knows this, which goes down to apostle. Okay, the apostle who actually got this direct download from God, right? Been confirmed by other apostles, okay, uh, that were that learned directly from Jesus, okay, and or Paul, right? The apostle Paul, right? They call him apostle for a reason, right? He knew he had this understanding of the letter like nobody else, right? But then he was able to. He got enlightened so strong it knocked him off his horse, right? And then just meditated deep on it, and now he taught everybody else, right? And it just all the way down to the first sentence of the Bible. When you break it down, it means something totally different than we think it does. Okay, so there's a process. There's a process for everything, and when you plug into the process, you become a master. When you become a master, then you teach other people. All right. And it's always better to learn from a master. Like I learned from Roy Jones Sr. in boxing, like I learned from Tom Keith in the SEAL teams. All right. And I learned from some really smart people in the mortgage business, learned from really smart people in the financial services business. Okay. Then I'm learning from an apostle in this ministry. All right. Have a great day.